Since the last video, there have been significant changes. Previously, we saw 11 teams across various conferences battling for a spot in their respective conference championships. While we still have 11 teams, Robert, Teddy, and Gary have moved on, and we've welcomed Ian Carley, Ian Brogues, and Shane to the Dynasty. The most notable shift, however, is the creation of the Mega Conference, as all 11 teams are now part of the Big 12. This has resulted in more user versus user games, replacing the majority of computer games and making the conference championship just that much sweeter. All right, we're going to start off at the bottom at number 10 in our first CBC rankings list in weeks, and that's newcomer Ian Carley and the South Carolina Gamecocks. They are currently 0-3, which is not a good look for Ian after he picked a highly rated team to start his dynasty run. After starting 0-2, the Demon Deacons and Ryan Geschke look to turn things around as they're also number 9 in our CBC rankings list, followed by Billiards Dynasty vet Will in the North Texas Mean Green. With disappointing losses to Max and Ryan in the last 2 seasons, the Mean Green have slid down the CBC rankings list. Speaking of Max, the Oregon State Beavers are at number 7 with impressive wins against Joey and Will and Nick in the last 2 seasons. However, he can't find a win against Oregon, which seems to be his kryptonite. At number 6, newcomer Shane in the Boston College Golden Eagles with a nice 3-0 start. However, they need to prove themselves a little bit more in this league before cracking into the top 5 of the CBC rankings list. Cracking off that top 5 is Nick in the Wildcats, as Nick has the Wildcats in the top 10 and looks to continue fighting in the Big 12 and for a spot in the college football playoff. In our 4th spot is a team that made a nice run to the national championship last year, and that's Joey in the San Diego State Aztecs. They had a great win against Indiana in the college football semifinals, but they have not shown enough skill to prove they're in the top 3 of the CBC rankings. And speaking of Indiana, they're our 3rd team in the CBC rankings list. After a tough loss to Joe, they have proven they are not ready for a top 2 spot in this list. At that number 2 spot is Gavin and Tulane, who have their own kryptonite in Dom, losing their last 3 straight matchups to Dom's team. As expected and by process of elimination, Dom is our top dog. After securing his 2nd consecutive national championship, he has chosen to bring his talents to Louisiana Monroe. Does he have what it takes to transform a low-rated program into a powerhouse? Only time will reveal the answer. Thank you guys for watching. For all the live action, you can follow me on Twitch at Crispy Cobb. I wish you guys all the best of luck in Season 6 of the Billiards Dynasty.
In case I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Yeah.